Hello everyone. So in the last video you already learned about the culturable organisms. So in this video you will learn about the culture system. So aquaculture is the culture of aquatic organisms. There are different types of culture practice. So here on the based on the variety of fishes stocked, aquaculture is classified into the following types. So here there are three types on the based on variety of fishes stocked. So monoculture, monosex culture and polyculture. So let us know about first monoculture. So monoculture is the culturing of a single species in a pond is called monoculture. So here name only suggests that mono means a single. So culturing of a single species in a pond, that is calling as a monoculture. So it is also called monospecies culture because here a single species is cultured in the aquaculture. So the monoculture means culturing of single species in a pond is called monoculture, and it is also called monospecies culture. So for example, carps, tilapia, mullet, milkfish, air breathing fishes, prawns, etc. are cultured by monoculture method. So in monoculture, the pond is stocked with only one age group or with different age groups. So here stocking fishes with only one age group is called monosize stocking. Okay, so here only one age group, that is calling as monosize stocking. So stocking fishes with different age groups in one pond is called multi-size stocking. Okay, so one age group idre monosize stocking, different age groups idre multi-size stocking. So here the stocking of fishes, one age group is monosize stocking, different age groups in one pond, that is calling as multi-size stocking. So for example, freshwater prawn. So then next, the monosex culture. So here the culturing of only one sex, either male or female. So the culturing of only one sex of fish in a pond is called monosex culture. So here only one sex, either male fish or female fish. So culturing of only one fish, either male or female, that is calling as monosex culture. So for example here tilapia, mozambica and sunfish. So why it is necessary or why it is need monosex culture ಯಾಕೆ ಬೇಕು? ಸೊ ಯಾಕಂದರೆ ಸೊ tilapia is a rapid breeder. So for example tilapia is a rapid breeder. Young ones are produced in large numbers and in short period it is overpopulated. So hence growth rate is retarded. So here monosex culture is required for this. And also when both male and female are present in the same pond, large amount of energy is wasted for breeding. And also when only male or female is cultured in a pond, the entire energy is used for growth. So hence monosex culture is important here. Then the suitable sex for monosex culture is male. And here some desired sex for monosex culture. So the male or female for monosex culture is obtained in 4 methods. So here there are 4 methods. First one is sexing, second hormonal treatment, third sterilization, fourth hybridization. So the male or female for monosex culture is obtained in 4 methods. So first one, sexing. So here you can see in this figure, so isolation of male and female fingerlings manually is called sexing. So here isolation, whether the fish is male or female. So isolation of male and female fingerlings manually is called sexing. So here fingerling, say here the fry and fingerlings. So what is the meaning of fry? So here fry means after hatching, the hatchlings grow into fry. So the fry will be reached 2 to 2.5 centimeter in length. So hatchlings, when they reach 2 to 2.5 centimeter in the length, that we are calling as a fry. Here fingerlings. So fingerlings means when the fry will reach 10 to 15 centimeter in length are called fingerlings. Okay, so fry and fingerlings. Fry, after hatching they grow, or they will reach 2 to 2.5 centimeter. Then we are calling as fry. Then the fry will reach 10 to 15 centimeter in length are calling as fingerlings. Okay, so here fish eggs are hatching. That hatching to 2.5 centimeter is fry. 10 to 15 centimeter in length, those are calling as fingerlings. Okay, so isolation of male and female fingerlings manually is called sexing. The fry and fingerlings are collected from the wild. The males and females are identified by observing the genital papillae. So you can see in this figure. So here example is tilapia nilotica. Okay, so here by looking or observing the genital papillae, here isolation takes place. So the male has a single opening on the genital papillae. So you can see here the male has single opening on the genital papillae, but the female has two openings. Okay, so by observing the papillae, so here isolation takes place. Then second is hormonal treatment. So in the hormonal treatment, the fingerlings are fed with androgen. So here androgen, that is male hormone. Okay, so the fingerlings are fed with androgen along with the feed. So this hormone converts all females into males. So this is the hormonal treatment. The next third one, sterilization. So the tilapia is exposed to 42 degrees Celsius at the time of gametogenesis. So at the time of formation of gamete, the tilapia is exposed to 42 degrees Celsius. So this temperature shock induces triploidy and polyploidy in the eggs. So such eggs cannot be fertilized by the sperms. Hence, overpopulation is prevented here. So sterilization means the fish exposed to 42 degrees Celsius when at the time of gametogenesis. So the temperature shock induces in the egg. So such eggs cannot be fertilized by the sperm. So next is hybridization. So the crossing of two varieties is called hybridization. So the resulting offsprings is called hybrid. Okay, so here crossing of two varieties. So crossing of two varieties, here for example tilapia mozambica and female tilapia nilotica. So here male is tilapia mozambica and female is tilapia nilotica. So are crossed. So the resulting hybrids are 100% males. Okay, so similarly when the male tilapia hornorum and the female tilapia mozambica are crossed, then also the resulting hybrids are males. So here the hybridization where the crossing of two varieties, that is calling as hybridization, and here the hybridization of selected species produces only male hybrids. Okay, so next polyculture. So here poly means many. So culture of many species of carps in a pond is called polyculture. Okay, so culture of many species of carp in a pond, that is polyculture. So all the three Indian major carps can be reared in a single pond. So here Indian major carps are Katla, Labiorohita and Mrigala. So these are the three Indian major carps. So here the Katla is a surface feeder and feeds on planktons. It lives mostly on the surface of water. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ Katla, it feeds on planktons and a surface feeder. So it lives surface of the water. Then next Rohu. So here Rohu is a column feeder and it feeds on filamentous algae and it lives in the middle zone of the pond. Okay, so Katla which live on the surface of the water, Rohu which live in the middle zone of the pond. Then Mrigala is the bottom feeder, so feeding on detritus and worms. So it lives in the bottom of the pond. Okay, so here three major Indian carps rearing in a single pond. So hence Katla lives the surface of the water, that is surface feeder. Rohu middle zone of the pond, that is middle zone of the pond and that is the column feeder, and Mrigala bottom feeder which lives in the bottom of the pond. So here the stocking density of Katla, Rohu and Mrigala, that is 3:6:1. So it is the 3 species combination of polyculture. So not only 3 species, in the polyculture 5 species combination and 6 species combination are also takes place. Okay, so this is about the polyculture. Thank you.